Picture this. It's the 1940s, and we're about to broadcast live from our radio station, W-MOO. Of course, none of us here really remember the 1940s, but those were the days, so I read, of radio broadcasts that stimulated our imaginations to develop some of the historic radio series. And now, with the help of the internet, we've been able to research how some of those programs were produced. Listeners had to visualize the action within the stories through scripts and the use of sound effects. For example, shoes banging on a table could simulate people walking. Clanging plates and silverware could simulate restaurant activity. And snapping a glasses case could simulate the locking of a door. Now, photographs from that era showed the radio actors as glamorous-looking ladies, which we have here today, and well-dressed gentlemen in suits and ties and clean underwear. Well, at least suits and ties. So, we've tried to replicate some of those features in our presentation. I've just been notified that our audience response track has been scratched. So we're going to ask you, our audience, to help us by participating in following the cue cards. Good, yeah. And whenever you hear the station's call letters, W-M-O-O, everyone should moo like a cow. Moo. Great. So, let's get started.
We are on the air in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good afternoon and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to W-M-O-O. Welcome to another production by the Regent Drama Club. And now for our Spot and Spy on a Celebrity program, where we eavesdrop on an unsuspecting celebrity. We have spotted a celebrity and her guest at a local diner, and they look like they're celebrating a special occasion.
Slurp, slurp. The soup tastes better today than it ever did. I think so too. It has more body, more flavor. Waiter, there's a fly in my soup. Oh, yes, I see him there under that piece of lettuce.
Well, don't worry about it. The soup is cold, so it won't burn him.
Well, if I must eat this soup, please pass the pepper. What? And make the fly sneeze? I'm not sure I like having a fly in my soup. Then take your spoon and fish him out before he drowns.
Well, where will I put him when I get him out?
Put him anywhere you want, except the salad. There's a spider on the lettuce and it might eat him.
Speaking of lettuce, is it supposed to be so brown on the edges?
Sure, prove this. It's getting ripe.
Do you mean I've been eating unripe lettuce all these years?
Yes. Aren't you glad you finally found out the truth?
What would you do if I told you there is no celery in my soup?
Stop right out of here.
Hey, what's the idea of giving me an empty plate?
I want to make sure you are well nourished.
But the plate is empty.
Well, you told me you can't eat red meat. You're on a no salt, low cholesterol, low fat, low sugar diet. I just want to give you a lot of what you can't have.
Thanks a lot, but it's not very good.
What would you like to drink today, coffee or tea?
I'll have a cup of coffee, please.
And what would you like in that coffee?
Cream and sugar.
Very good choice, except we're all out of coffee. You'll have to settle for a cup of tea.
Then why didn't you tell me that in the first place?
We like to give our guests a choice.
Cook, tell me where I can find the Italian dressing.
I thought you were going to the dressing room.
How do you expect me to eat this food? My meat is smoking.
Then you'll have to move to the no smoking section.
It says here on the menu that you serve a free-range chicken dinner for $5.95.
Yes, ma'am, an excellent selection.
Well, if the range chicken is free, how much is the rest of the dinner?
And now, a word from our sponsor, Chiquita Bananas.
I'm Chiquita Banana, and I've come to say bananas have to ripen in a certain way. When they are flecked with brown and have a golden hue, bananas taste the best and are the best for you. You can put them in a salad, you can put them in a pie, any way you want to eat them. It's impossible to beat them. But bananas like the climate of the very tropical equator, so you never put bananas in the refrigerator.
When we last visited Burnsville, Minnesota, we were in the backyard of Augustana Regent. One of the residents, Wendy Wednesday, is outside with her friend Sandy Sunday. Wendy is taking care of her own little garden plot when two men in an unmarked car stop their car and walk over.
This is the city. My partner and I are working the day shift out of the SCU, Suspicious Circumstances Unit. The time is 8:47 a.m. Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. My name is Sergeant Mel Monday, and this is my partner, Thomas Tuesday.
Morning, ma'am. Morning, ma'am.
Morning, ma'am. I'm Wendy Wednesday. Morning, Sergeant Monday. I'm Sandy Sunday. How may we help?
There's been a rash of robberies in this nice neighborhood. Have you seen any suspicious suspects skulking around?
Mostly shakedown and shenanigans.
Yes, total tomfoolery.
Goodness, any guesses?
We suspect a tramp and a trifler.
About these robberies, have houses been targeted?
2 brazen break-ins.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Twice at twilight.
How dramatic and troublesome.
Sandy, have you seen something?
No, I have optic infection. I'm virtually visionless.
And you, ma'am, have you witnessed any wily wiseacres intruding on innocent individuals?
Well, a moment ago, I was weeding the wisteria. A handsome hunk hunkered toward me. I always weed on Wednesdays, especially windy ones. That's my name, you know, Wendy Wednesday.
Just the facts, ma'am. Just the facts.
Okay, it was a miserable, muggy morning. The air hung heavy, and I came out to breathe better. Then this handsome hunk meandered my way.
Can you describe him?
Yes, he had a flat face and a big black bowler on his hairy head.
Yes, go on.
Said he was the meter man.
Okay, a meter man. The perfect ploy. And then what happened?
I asked, but he carried no credentials and produced no proof.
So did you send him sailing?
No, I let him linger. Then I let him in the anteroom. Ooh, Wendy, you silly simpleton, that robber could rip off our residence. Oh, I'm not dumb. I've heard about the heinous heists. But you allowed him access anyway? That's awful.
Did you watch which way he went?
Well, since I suspected he was a rascal running a racket, I figured you folks would try to find the foul fella. So I dumped my digger on the doorstep, my clippers and my catch-all, and my trimmer on the trellis.
Just the facts, ma'am.
Okay, I let him in and pointed him down the stairs. Then I locked the louse in the laundry.
The louse is in the laundry?
Yes, I locked the latch. You left him lingering locked in the laundry? I sure did. I was going to call the cops after I weeded my wisteria. Wendy, honey, you're a hero.
The time is 9:02 a.m. I'll take that key now and handcuff the hooligan.
On July 12th in District Court, the residence rifler was sentenced to 6 months in the city slammer. Wendy Wednesday was given a mention of merit for making dandy decisions.
And now a word from our sponsor, Armour Hot Dogs.
Hot dogs.
Armour hot dogs. What kinds of kids eat Armour hot dogs? Big kids, little kids, kids who climb on rocks, fat kids, skinny kids.
Even kids with chicken pox.
Yeah, hot dogs, Armour hot dogs. The dogs kids love to bite.
Now, let's cut to our regularly scheduled programming, Fishing for Facts, the hottest new game show that will ever flood your airwaves. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This is your slick and handsome host, Garrett Graham, welcoming you to Fishing for Facts. Greetings, contestants.
Greetings, Garrett.
I'd like to welcome Mr. Austin Houston back with us. He is our reigning champion, and so far, he has won a grand total of $4,200. Hey, Austin, partner, are you ready to take on your two new challengers?
You bet your boots I'm ready, Garrett. Round them up and bring them in.
That's the good old cowboy spirit. Let's hear a great big Fishing for Facts welcome for Mrs. Jane Wise and Miss Trixie Dixon. First, Jane, tell us a little about yourself.
It's my pleasure, Garrett. My parents are missionaries, and I was born in the Cantonese section of China. I graduated from the University of Chicago with a master's degree in fine arts. I'm married to an accountant, and I'm a librarian, and my hobbies include collecting Ming Dynasty porcelain and playing pan flute.
Terrific, Jane, terrific. And our next contestant is Miss Trixie Dixon. Trixie, how about helping us get to know you?
I'll try. Oh man, where do I start? Oh yeah, a barn in Gary, Indiana. I've been married so many times I can't remember. My last husband, maybe he's still my husband, left me with my sick mama to care for. So I did what any self-respecting girl would do. I got a job and supported us as an exotic dancer. I was darn good at it, too.
Was? Does that mean you no longer dance, Trixie?
I retired from dancing when I got varicose veins in my legs. Now I own and operate the candy and popcorn stand at Herb's Bowling Alley. In my spare time, I take care of Mama and my little black mutt Gus. And I sew sequins on blouses for me, my mama, and our girlfriend.
Wonderful. Trixie, wonderful. So, contestants, you know the rules of fishing for facts. The one with the right answer gets to fish. You drop a hook into the well of wisdom, and I will read the question printed on the fish you catch. It's $100 for every right answer.
Oh, goody, I'd have to sell 100 bags of popcorn to make that much money.
Try to contain yourself, Trixie. Now, contestants, remember, there's a shark in that water. And whoever pulls him out gets to claim any other contestant's winnings. So, good luck. Okay, now our champion goes first. Are you ready, Austin?
Yes, sirree. Just give me that pole, Garrett. It may not be a 6-shooter, but I'm raring to go.
Okay, let's listen to our champion drop his hook into the well. What an exciting moment, and he's caught a fish already. Okay, contestants, for $100, I will read the question from Austin's fish. What's the capital of the state of Washington? There's a buzzer. Trixie rang in first. Trixie, do you have an answer?
It is Washington, D.C.
Sorry, Trixie, that's incorrect. Jane, you rang in too?
Certainly I rang. Anybody knows the capital of the state of Washington is Olympia.
Oh, sure, like these questions are easy or something.
Okay, Jane, you're on the board with $100. And it's your turn to fish. There she goes, tossing in her hook. And she's caught one. The question on Jane's fish is, after the siege in 1836, the Mexicans captured a mission in what U.S. city?
I've got it. It's San Antonio, Texas. It was the Alamo.
Right you are, Austin, bringing your total to $4,300. Good going. Now Austin fishes again. He catches one, and the question on this fish is, what English poet wrote in 1667 about Satan's rebellion against God?
These questions are so easy. It was John Milton, and the poem was Paradise Lost.
Right you are, literary lady, for another $100.
Smart Alec. Thinks she's so smart just because she knew 2 answers.
That's $200 for Jane, and she gets to fish again. Okay, she caught one, and her question is, name the highly developed civilization that existed in Central America when the New World was explored by Europeans.
I'll guess I'll take a stab in the dark. May I?
Did you say Maya, Trixie?
I guess so.
Unbelievable, Trixie. The Maya civilization is right. $100.
Oh, yippee, Maya fish now.
You certainly Maya. Trixie is fishing.
So look,
She's caught one. And the question on her fish is, what branch of the government is responsible for preventing counterfeiting of U.S. currency, as well as protecting the president?
is it the Marines?
I'm afraid not, Trixie. Jane, you rang in with a close second.
Of course I did. Everyone knows it's the Secret Service.